Boxers like Mike Tyson, Tony Tucker, Frank Bruno, Donnovan Ruddock, and more would take a beatdown by this boxer, a 3-time world heavyweight champion. He was known for his formidable punching power and technical skills in the ring, Lennox the Lion Lewis. He quickly made a name for himself as a top contender in the heavyweight division, and in 1988 he won the gold medal in the super heavyweight division at the Olympics. Lewis began boxing at a young age and rose to the ranks of his amateur career, before turning professional in 1989. Lewis turned professional after the Olympics and continued to climb the ranks of a heavyweight division. With Lennox Lewis on the rise in the 90s, it almost seemed like he was unstoppable, so who could beat him? Well, to find the answer we would have to go back to 1994, September 24th, Lennox Lewis vs. Oliver Mccall.
I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit.
Now you may be asking, who's Oliver Mccall? Oliver was born April 21st, 1965, being raised in Chicago, and eventually he went on to win 2 Chicago Golden Glove titles. Oliver is best known for the moment when he had a mental breakdown in the second fight with Lennox Lewis. But that's also a story for a later time. The fight would be set and Lennox Lewis was to face Oliver Mccall for the WBC title. Oliver was seen as an easy opponent to Lennox Lewis and his team. Oliver was 24-5 and all his wins consisted of journeymen, and all his losses were against top-ranked contenders like James Douglas, Orlin Norris, and Tony Tucker. Lennox Lewis already had his eyes set on a different opponent. There was reports that Lennox Lewis and his team were already set up to fight against his Olympic rival, Ruddock Bowe. So right off the bat, you could see that Lennox Lewis was already looking past his present opponent. It was fight night. Oliver came in looking ready for Lennox Lewis, staring him down and not breaking eye contact. Round 1 would begin. Both boxers would start the fight, feeling each other out, throwing jabs and feints, giving each other looks. After a little bit, both fighters would begin to exchange punches. Oliver was finding success and his left hook landed almost every single time. Almost every time Lennox Lewis would try and land a cross, Oliver would counter with a hook.
With the gold trimmed down the side, is a very worthy challenger. Gold, 6. Lewis, some 3 inches taller, has just made his very first defense in Las Vegas in May of 9. Was to defeat Gary Mason. Gary Mason, somewhere at ringside. I'm back and wondering, will he ever? Relatively unknown in this one. Trying to work behind the jab. It's rather wild by Mccall. Perhaps wish a strong punch by Lewis.
Round 2 would come, and right away, Lennox Lewis came out trying to knock out Oliver.
An interesting first round with both men letting a little bit go from the armory, but there's plenty more still there once suspect.
Again, Lennox would try and throw a standard jab followed by a right cross, and like every other time, Oliver would counter with a left hook followed by a right hook, except for this time Oliver would put Lennox Lewis on the canvas. Lennox Lewis would not be able to survive the countdown, and the fight was over, making Oliver Mccall the WBC heavyweight champion and the first boxer to ever beat Lennox Lewis.
It staggers, and the referee has decided it's all over. My goodness, what an upset, and Lennox Lewis's career must now be in tatters.
This is what Oliver Mccall would say post-fight.
The first round, I was throwing a couple of jabs, wanting him to load up with the right hand in. He saw me wanting him to load up with it. He loaded up with it one time, and I missed him with it. I skipped him, but I missed him. But then I said, okay, if I touch him up a little bit, he gonna get desperate. I knew the second round, I knew he was gonna load up with the right hand, and I was practicing all day long in practice. I knew it, I was gonna roll the right hand, and he's gonna be right on my right side. And he's come through with a straight right hand, which was a picture.
Oliver Mccall was an underdog in this fight, taking on the undefeated Lennox Lewis, who put away bigger, faster, and more athletic guys than Oliver. But I guess that's why you never overlook your opponent.